onto Everydayman.net, the everyday conversation for the everyday man. I'm your host, Cordero Hicks, my co-host, Jay.
Hello.
And we're back with another movie review, Into the Spider-Verse. But before we get into it, make sure you guys head over to our website at theeverydayman.net. If you are listening to this on iTunes or SoundCloud, make sure you guys subscribe. If you listen to iTunes, make sure you give us those 5 stars. If you listen to this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe and give us a thumbs up. Make sure you share it. Sony has been given a bad rap when it comes to Spider-Man, Jay. And they've been giving it, and when they gave Spider-Man to Marvel, everybody was so happy. And then all of a sudden we see that they coming out with the Into the Spider-Verse. Sony said they go get their universe one way or another. So they decided to go this route. Now, it's been a lot of hype around this movie. It's been really, really anticipated. A lot of people are loving it. But we haven't told the people how we feel about it. So we go watch the trailer and we'll be back with our thoughts on Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
What makes you different is what makes you Spider-Man. My name is Peter Parker. I'm pretty sure you know the rest. I saved the city, fell in love, then I saved the city again and again and again. Look, I'm a comic book, a cereal, I did a Christmas album, and a so-so popsicle. But this isn't about me. Not anymore.
Spider-Man swings in once a day, zip-zap-zop in his little mask and answers to no one. I love you, Miles.
Yeah, I know that.
You gotta say I love you back.
Dad, are you serious?
I want to hear it.
Look at this place.
Dad, I love you.
Dad, I love you.
That's a copy.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Miles Morales. I'm the one and only Spider-Man. At least that's what I thought.
You ever hear of the Super Collider? You're gonna love this.
Dimension opening now.
You're like me.
That's impossible.
All right, kids, listen up. This fry is your universe. It's soggy, it's weird, it's gross. And this delicious normal fry is my universe. So you want to learn to be Spider-Man.
Can you teach me?
Yes, I can. Time to swing. Good, you're doing it. Double tap to release and whip it out again.
Okay.
Whip
And release.
your natural whip.
Hey guys,
Who are you?
I'm Gwen Stacy. I'm from another dimension.
How many more spider people are there?
Hey, fellas.
Hello.
This could literally not get any weirder.
It can get weirder.
Okay. We need to get back to our universes soon.
Brooklyn is gonna collapse. My family lives in Brooklyn.
Whoa.
Miles, what's wrong?
This was never your city. It's mine.
If I don't destroy the collider, none of us will have a home to go home to.
Remember, what makes you different
Let's go.
is what makes you Spider-Man.
Officer, I love you.
Wait, what?
That way. Other way.
Do animals talk in this dimension? Because I don't want to freak them out.
All right, that was the trailer for Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. We go ahead and give our rating, Jay. How would you rate this movie?
I give it a 5.
Yeah, it's definitely a 5.
I give it a 5.
It's definitely a 5 out of 5, man. I love this movie. I get this, like I said, after we finished watch, this is one of the animated movies where I will actually go back and watch it again in theaters. I think it was that good. It was really
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, I thought it was that good of a movie. You know, I'm not big on rewatching movies after I've seen it unless I really like it. Man, I really like this movie. I like this movie more than I think any real life Spider-Man film. The Tobey Maguire's, the Andrew Garfield, the Tom Holland. I like this animated Spider-Man better than everybody. And I don't. And the thing is, I see a lot of people. Some people's criticizing that how it looked, but it looked great.
I did have a little issues with some of the way it looked. Like, to me, it looked like it needed, like, I thought we was in 3D at some point. I was like, damn, did we get in a 3D movie theater?
No.
I didn't like that, some of the way it looked, but overall, it was a really good movie.
Yeah, I love the way this movie looked. Because it actually feels like you're watching a comic book come to life. You know, especially when they put the words on the screen and when he thinks something out loud, you don't think something in his mind, you see it on screen. I think it's a beautiful looking movie. I also love the fact that they stuck with Miles Morales most of the movie. Now, I was thinking like, okay, once they brought in the other Spider-Man, it's gonna be like, all right, we gonna try to shift focus on him because we never had. It's the first time we had actually minority Spider-Man on film, and I was concerned about how much screen time he was actually had. But the movie is about him.
Yeah,
like the whole entire movie. I think he's almost in every scene. It's rarely that we see him off screen. That's what I really did like about it. And if the other Spider-Man was on screen, he was around. You know, so, and then it would actually get back to him. It actually is his story, his family, the things that he has to deal with, because he has to balance two lives pretty much. Even before he becomes Spider-Man, he has to balance Miles Morales in a position where he has to balance two lives, because he has to, even though he's from Brooklyn and he's black, he's just, Hispanic. So he has that life with his friends there. And he has to, throughout the week, be at this private school where he don't fit in, where he doesn't want to be there. He don't have any friends. But I do like this. The only Spider-Man that we have that is actually cool. Everybody likes him. Of course, he's at the private school. He just getting there. He just trying to. He just adjusted. It's only been 2 weeks, because he and father say that in the film. But back home at his old school, when he's walking to school, like everybody fist bumping him. Everybody likes him. He's cool. You see him with his headphones, his music, but he's not like the other Spider-Man. Weird, socially awkward. The girls don't like him, but everybody likes Miles Morales. He's a cool guy. And also like the fact that they grounded him, even though he is cool, they actually make him like a real teenager. Like he's a real teenager. Like you see him listening to music. He don't know the words to the damn song.
Still singing it.
and that's what teenagers do. Like they got the headphones on.
I like the music they put in the movie too.
The music was really good. Music was really good. Of course, they had to throw some Biggie Small because he's from Brooklyn. So they have to, of course, you couldn't have a Brooklyn-centric movie and not have Biggie Smalls in there, especially when you're dealing with a minority superhero. But before we get back into the movie, this cast is amazing.
I didn't realize who the cast was. I didn't do any research into who the cast was until I just looked now.
Yeah, because I thought Nicolas Cage was the regular Spider-Man, but he is not.
No, it's
Jake Johnson.
Yes, I love him.
Yeah, and if you don't know, he's the guy from New Girl.
Yeah, that's what he's known for.
Right.
And Tag.
Yeah, he's
known
also
for that movie too.
in Tag. So we have Miles Morales played by Shamik Moore. He's the guy that's from Dope. He's from the other Netflix series about rapping or whatever.
He's from Dope. Yeah. Okay, I don't.
Yeah,
think
he's
I
the kid from Dope, and he's from The Get Down on Netflix too. Then you have Jake Johnson. Yes, he played the Spider-Man that come from the other alternate universe. So if you know the story, everybody knows the story of Miles Morales. So everybody know the main Spider-Man dies. Actually dies in the comics. He get resurrected, but that's comic book shit, right? So what ended up happening is, but did you see who plays the original Spider-Man in the beginning of the movie? It's Chris Pines. That's who was playing that Spider-Man.
Chris Pine,
the one who died.
I don't see it on here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they have him listed, but he's not billed as that. Whatever reason, they didn't have his character up there, but he's actually playing the original Spider-Man before he dies. And you have Spider-Gwen played by Haley Steinfeld. She's the young lady that's gonna be in the Bumblebee movie.
Yeah, she was in a good bit of movies. I was trying to figure out who it was, and in this picture, it don't do her much justice.
Right.
They make her younger in the Bumblebee movie, so I really didn't recognize her for some reason.
Right. And then you have Kingpin, who's played by Liev Schreiber. That's the guy from Ray Donovan.
I always know from Wolverine, his brother.
Yeah, he's played Sabretooth in Wolverine. Mm-hmm. He's from the one that allegedly killed Sydney's mother in Scream. So
I don't even remember that.
You remember him being in Scream? Really? Wow. Okay. So we have Mahershala Ali. He plays the Prowler.
Oh man, he's coming up.
He's everywhere.
Yeah, he's been
Everywhere.
popping up here and there, here and there, here and there.
And also, another guy who's coming up big time is Brian Tyree Henry, who plays
He sure is. His fat. He's so chunky.
Miles Morales' dad. He's the cop. So, and they also say that he supposed to have turned it down in the beginning when they came to him with the role, because he said that he felt like he's a young guy. He's like, I think still 20s, if I'm not mistaken, late 20s, but he said that he's not, or maybe early 30s, I don't know. But he said he felt like he was old enough to play a father figure. But after they told him who it was, he was like, yeah.
He looks old enough to play a father figure.
But yeah, he was like, yeah, I'm all in. I'm all in. Well, he's 36, so yeah, he is old, but not to be, I guess, a teenage father. I don't know, but yeah, he's really coming up. Then you have Nicolas Cage, crazy ass, playing Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying, that actually fits him. That's him all day. But Miles' mother's played by Lauren Velez. If I'm saying that right.
We know her from our favorite thing we picked up kind of together. I think it was like first series we ever really picked up together.
I mean, she was the captain in Dexter.
Yes.
But most people know her from New York Undercover. I mean, to be honest about it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I forget about that.
I'm pretty sure she's done a lot of things. But my first thing I ever saw her in, as well, of course I was young, was New York Undercover.
I didn't even remember that.
Yeah, see, you know, you remember with Monique Yoba? You know,
It's just not clicking to me.
Yeah, she came. I think she came in the later seasons. You know, when they tried to switch things up, spice it up. But yeah, this cast is pretty good, man. I think the story was really good. It's a bit emotional at times. It makes you laugh. It makes you sad. And I actually like that he struggles being Spider-Man. He doesn't jump right into it. He doesn't know what he's doing. Even though you see the trailer is a little bit misleading because you hear them say that they're going to train him. He doesn't really get trained a lot in this film, and you see him he has abilities that the other Spider-Man don't have, or the original Spider-Man don't have. That's why I actually like the Miles Morales Spider-Man better. I love his suit. I like his suit way better. I always like the black suit better than.
Really?
Yeah.
I like the original suit. I love the red and blue.
People just always so caught up in the original. And when something changed, they kind of like push back. That's what people do. But I actually like that suit. The suit actually looks better. The black and red suit look better than the red and blue suit. I think because for me
it wouldn't pull off well.
The red and blue
in the real life, it just pulls off well because it's a comic. That's all.
The red and blue suit is so damn bright. It's bright as hell.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. So you have Miles and his journey, and he has to balance two worlds. And then on top of that, he ended up getting bit by a spider, and he becomes Spider-Man. And on top of that, he has to deal with his family issues. He actually has issues with his father. That they actually don't show that in the trailer. You know, they actually show in the trailer, they show him and his father having like a loving type relationship. Mm-hmm. You know, say that I love you. You know, you'll tell me I love you, Miles. You know, when he embarrassed him when he gets to school. I love you.
Copy that.
Yeah, but actually in the movie, their relationship isn't that. It isn't that all the time. But they have issues. They stop talking for a while because he's more connected to his uncle. He has more of a relationship with his uncle because his uncle isn't a stiff like his father is, you know, so to speak, because his father's a cop, his father's to the letter, you know, but his intentions are good, and his uncle's intentions for him is good, but his uncle got caught up in some things where he found out his uncle is the Prowler, and everybody know this. If you know anything about the comics, his uncle is the Prowler, and but that's actually the same character that Donald Glover plays in the first Spider-Man, Tom Holland Spider-Man movie, when he, you know, webs him to the trunk of the car. So he actually plays that character in Spider-Man Homecoming. But I really did like this movie, and the way because I thought you walked out on it, but like I said, I really love that scene when he found out that his uncle is the Prowler. Mm-hmm. That's like one of the best scenes in the movie to me, because he was so hurt Like he was so hurt, even though he was terrified because it's the Prowler, because what he tried to kill him earlier. But yeah, he was hurt. He was devastated, especially when his uncle ended up dying. That really got to him, and because that's who he looked up to when he was having problems. He didn't go to his daddy; he went to his uncle. So they was closer. Him and his uncle was actually closer to him and his actual father. So but I really like this movie. It's a really good movie. I like the story too.
Do you like the way they gave Peter Parker's aunt so much like technology and that she's the brains behind everything?
To me, it makes sense. I don't know if she's the brain behind everything because I know she's not as smart as Peter Parker, but of course, it would make sense to let her know what was going on because that way he won't have to keep running. Oh, Aunt May, I gotta go save Aunt May. Aunt May don't know what's going on. Actually, it's better that she knows. It actually been better in the original movie that she knew, only because that he won't have to hide so much stuff from her. He actually can include her and she could cover for him and stuff like that. Even though you wouldn't understand why he wouldn't want her involved, but I actually like that she was involved and that she knew what was going on, and she actually knew that the job was dangerous. She knew that he probably get killed, and that MJ knew, and everybody that needs to know, they knew what was going on. Just because when you hide some stuff like this, and the fact that when he did die, the original Spider-Man, the main universe Spider-Man, when he did die, and when they found the body, it was all over the news. So it's better for her to know. And something like that happened to her to not know. And now she got all these questions like, oh, I didn't know he was Spider-Man. Why he hid it from me? Now she's stressed out and people got to ask her all these questions that she got to dodge and she don't know. That's why it's better. That's why I think it's better if she did know that he did die. And maybe she knew when he died because maybe he had some kind of track on him. Maybe, she just kept his vitals. I don't know. Whatever he had going on, but clearly they had a lot of technology, and it's funny with these movies. It's a comic book movie or whatever, but you can never do this in real life because you can't go to a shed and go down like 40, 50 feet and have like this whole layer of Spider-Man suit. Did you see the Iron Spider suit in there? It's on the very end. I don't know if did you catch it?
No, I seen a bunch of different suits, but I don't think I paid attention to that.
If you played the new Spider-Man game that came out, which I have, like of course you have all the different suits in the game, and all those suits in there, the black and yellow one, the other one, but you on the very end they actually have the Iron Spider suit. I thought you caught it.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's actually in the film. It's the very last suit, and I thought you saw it. They didn't focus on it too much because he never walked up to it, but it's on the very end. I think that was a little Easter egg. I think it was a nice Easter egg in there because we just saw that suit earlier this year in Infinity War.
Yeah.
So yeah,
he does have that new suit on.
So I think they do that. So he actually walks up to the original Spider-Man suit, and you also see the black and yellow one that you see in the game, whatever. But I actually like that they put that in there. I thought you saw it.
I don't think I paid attention to that. I seen the different suits and I was like, oh my god, he has like a bunch of suits. Because I seen like a yellow looking one and I was like, here's a yellow suit. But I thought the yellow suit was representing like a bumblebee. I don't know why.
No, not Bumblebee. But yeah, I actually love this movie. You got anything else you would like to say about this?
I love the little Stan Lee character they threw in there. I thought that was so nice.
I won't forget the Stan Lee cameo, Jay. It was heartwarming.
It was really
I actually heard people cry during that scene.
Oh, I know people like, woohoo.
Yeah, some people, I think it depends on how you go into what mentality you go into these movies with.
How big of a fan you are.
Yeah, some people
fans are diehard. Yeah, I mean, they riding down for their characters.
Yeah, some people go in, because they know it's going to be emotional. Some people, go in, some people went into this movie not expecting to like it. Especially if you don't know much about Miles Morales, because it's like, he ain't my Spider-Man.
Yeah, he's not Spider-Man. That's what my daughter say. She was like, he ain't Spider-Man. Now, she had a problem with Kingpin. She was like, why did they draw him so big?
Yeah, he was really big.
And it was like too big.
He was really big.
I think he was like just too big.
He was definitely a comic book villain. He was way too big. If I had an issue, that's one of the issues that I have.
Because like how fast he could move.
Right. Kingpin is pretty fast, pretty strong.
Yeah.
to be somebody that big. He's always been that way, but he's super like twice as big as he is.
I didn't like the way they drew the Green Goblin. That was supposed to be the Green Goblin at the like towards the beginning, right?
Yeah.
That he was fighting. I didn't like the way they drew him. I don't know.
Yeah, because he actually turned into the Green Goblin. You're thinking of Harry Osborn, who actually puts on the Green Goblin suit. That's what you're used to seeing. But this guy was actually turned into the Green Goblin. But you have like the Green Goblin was in this movie. Kingpin. Excuse me. You have Hammerhead, I think. Who else?
So
was
Octavia was supposed to be a woman. I thought it was a man.
Octavia's daughter is in this
film.
film.
That was his daughter.
His daughter.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's a few villains who actually, it's pretty much like cameos. They're in it, but it doesn't really affect the main story. You know what I'm saying? So, but I really like this movie. I suggest people really go out and see it. Go out and check it out. You will have a good time. If you go pay full price for it, do that. If you want to go matinee, then you do that too. It's gonna make a lot of money. I think probably be number one at the box office this week. I forgot what else came out this week, but I think the Mortal Engines movie, it don't stand a chance.
Oh, really?
It don't stand a chance against this movie.
You didn't want to see it?
No.
That's what I was looking at. I knew it came out. I don't know why I thought it was gonna come out until next month for some.
No, actually, I think it came out this weekend too. But yeah, man, that's my review. Jay, you got anything before we get in?
No, that was all.
Yeah, I really did like that Stan Lee cameo. He was like, you know, he and think about it, what made it heartwarming, he was talking in past tense. You know, he was like, yeah, I used to know that guy. I used to, you know, and this may be, this cameo, because it wasn't comedy. This cameo, like you said, was heartwarming. It was meant to be sad. It was meant to be sad because what Miles was going through, he actually witnessed Spider-Man die. Like, he saw it happen. He was right there. He saw it happen. And, you know, he made a promise to Peter Parker that he had to fulfill. So, you know, between that and going to and you see all the people at the funeral and stuff. If Spider-Man was real, that's how it really would be. If you had a guy that was going around doing what Spider-Man do, had his abilities, and he had been, you know, for how many years he was doing it. Of course, some people go love him, some people go hate him. The cops really go hate him because he can get things done. You know, I think that's the main reason why that the cops don't like Spider-Man. Plus, that they don't have the abilities he have. It is human. So if Spider-Man was real and stuff like this really did happen, I think that people really would flock out, have all these Spider-Man gear on, if they was like to have a funeral for him and stuff like that. They would need like a big ass stadium, like with a fan section. Like, for real, I think that's how it would be. But I think I say it's a really good movie. You guys really go check it out.
Yeah, take your kids. It's a kid-friendly movie.
Yeah.
Sure.
Of course. Yeah. If you just Spider-Man fan, if you got no kids, just go see it.
Yeah, there was some adults in there by themselves, so.
Yeah, it's a really good movie. And so, but I want to know what they gonna do with the character. It's gonna be a sequel because they set it up. You know, he is the Spider-Man now in that main universe. If they gonna go forward with him, it's gonna be a one-off. I hope not. I mean, because, you know, there's still villains out there. Octavia's, whatever her name is. Yeah, but I want to know if they still going to, you know, are they still going to keep going, or they go try to bring him into the main Marvel universe and like the real.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna have movies, like second parts, because now they're able to open portals to different realms, because at the end they let one of the other Spider-Mans like connect with him or contact him, so I'm pretty sure there'll be a sequel.
Right. Now what I'm saying is, you know how like every are they gonna introduce him in the main Marvel universe? That's what I'm saying. One day will we see Miles Morales along with Tom Holland, or cause we never seen two Spider-Man in the same movie before. Like, not that I remember. No, none of the Spider-Man had actually two Spider-Man that was on the same team. You had Venom, you know, an anti-Spider-Man. He's an anti-Spider-Man. If you want to call him that, shit, whatever. But I want to see Miles Morales in the film. Now, I don't know who you get to play this guy in real life. I don't know. with animation, you could do whatever you want to do, but it has to be somebody cool, somebody well known, or maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. But that's getting into a whole nother conversation. But thank you guys for listening. Jay, thank you for being on the show. Like I said, we both get 5 stars. Make sure y'all go check it out. Support this movie because he is us. You know what I'm saying? Because I think Donald Glover back in the day was actually pushing for, I know we have a black Spider-Man, and he actually went and created Miles Morales. So that was pretty dope. So we actually have one now. And that represents minorities. He's half Hispanic. So that's great. So with that being said, thank you guys for listening. Make sure you go to our website, theeverydayman.net. Also, if you listen on SoundCloud, iTunes, subscribe, give us those 5 stars. It helps us in a rating. If you listen to this on YouTube, make sure you guys comment, subscribe, make sure you share. With that being said, we out. Peace.